losing again.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is Trey. Let's jump straight into this video. You know, I don't believe that anything in this world happens by chance or by accident. I believe that everything that happens is by purpose. And this is so funny because by purpose, I was watching the Gabriel Fernandez trial. Now, I know you all have heard that story about the 8-year-old boy who was murdered by his mom and his mom's boyfriend. But on yesterday, I was watching it. I don't know why I happened to turn it on, but I was just watching it. And it was like it was a season, so it was different episodes. And I watched how each family member had expressed their thoughts on Gabriel. But there was one person that touched my heart when I was watching it, and that was his teacher. Because she was the only one who got up and reported it. His teacher's name was Jennifer Garcia. She was the only one who reported to CPS that something was going on with Gabriel, because she was saying he keeps coming to my classroom with these weird haircuts, like his mom was cutting his hair like this on purpose to shame him, to embarrass him. And she said it was a teacher that came up to her and said, "Hey, what's going on with Gabriel's hair today?" So to make the teacher lay off Gabriel, she took up for him and said, "You know, he likes his haircut like that." And she would ask Gabriel questions, what's going on at home, and he would tell her. He would confide in her and be like, "You know, my mom shot me with a BB gun. My mom slapped me. Her boyfriend choked me." And she was making reports. She was on this boy's side. She even took the stand at his trial to give her story about Gabriel. And I remember she said she would never, ever forget Gabriel. It was a day came where Mother's Day came around. You know, the kids make the little cards and stuff for their mom. Gabriel made his mom a card, but he didn't take it home to her. He left it on his desk at school. And the teacher said, and after that, that's when she had got the news that Gabriel had passed away. So she said she got mad and she threw that Mother's Day card in the trash, because she said, how could a mom kill her own son? And here he is in class coloring her a Mother's Day card saying, "Mom, I love you." So she threw the card in the trash, and then she took the card out of the trash and she kept it because she wanted a memory of him. And when this woman was on the stand telling her story about Gabriel, you could see the pain in her eyes. And I just remember seeing his teacher, and her face was, I could recognize her and spot her out in a crowd. You understand? So after the document was over, you know, I sat there and I was so touched that I was like, man, you know, I wanted to make a video on his story. I wanted us to revisit his story because there were some things that I wanted to say. And then I had got on Facebook and I saw 4 teachers were placed on leave because they had took a picture of themselves posted with a noose. And when I looked in the picture, one of the teachers was Gabriel's teacher. Jennifer Garcia was in that picture, posted with other teachers dangling a noose. I was out. I was out. I was like, this can't be the same woman. But I know it was because I just watched the trial last night. So I know this was this woman. They had said in Gabriel's trial that they was also going to charge the mom and dad with a hate crime because they was also beating Gabriel up because they were saying that he was gay. And they would make him wear dresses. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched that trial, y'all need to go watch it. So they had dresses hung in his closet. And it was a hate crime that they was going to pass the mom and dad for. And I was sitting up here watching like, is this not what this teacher is doing? When you take a picture of yourself posted up on Facebook with a noose, are you not saying that you hate a particular race? Everybody knows what the noose is for. Everybody knows what race is associated with the noose. So is that not a hate crime? Yes, it is. So how is it that Gabriel's situation bothered you so strongly and affected you because he was being abused at home And here you are, a teacher that goes to an elementary school that you teach at, and you got black children in your class, because in that documentary, Gabriel had a friend that was black. She was a black girl. And they let her talk, and she told her story about Gabriel, and she said she remembered Gabriel being abused as well. So I believe this black girl was in this teacher's class. So how is it that you could get on Facebook and be posted up with a noose, knowing that you just came off Gabriel's trial talking about abuse, talking about a hate crime, and then you get on Facebook and do it yourself? If I was parents in Palmdale and my kid went to that elementary school that you taught at, I would be very, very awoke about who was my child's teacher coming up within this school year. And if my child had got a teacher, Jennifer Garcia's, and that name had passed across the envelope, I would have been like, nah, you ain't finna be in her class because you're African American. And if she on Facebook posted up with a noose, pretty much saying kill black people, and I'm all for black people dying, which means black lives don't matter, and you're a black child and you're in her class, that means your education is not going to matter. So that means that she's going to be picking on you. So that means she's going to be less interested in teaching you. So we're not going to put you in that class. And by her being a teacher at that school, something needs to be done for all of those teachers. Something needs to be done. They said they were just placed on leave. Y'all need to be fired, because your job is to teach. Your job is to inspire. Your job is to love. And you can't love when you're spreading messages of hate on Facebook, on social media for the world to see. And I know that now that they've been placed on leave, they're probably at home mad. Why would you be mad? You knew what you was doing when you posted up with that picture. I don't understand, even on social media, I would see people post pictures of their loved one and say, free my dog, free my homie. He robbed the liquor store. He shot 3 people. Why would you want him to be free? We got this thing all mixed up. We got to stop supporting people who do wrong. Like, I was also looking on social media this morning, and they had George Zimmerman, the same guy who killed Trayvon Martin. They had him autographing a bag of Skittles. You killed a teenager that the last thing he put in his mouth was a Skittle. The last things he carried in his hand was a bag of Skittles and an Arizona tea, and you have no remorse to the point that you can sign a bag of Skittles saying, yeah, I did that crime. Yeah, I killed him. I was found innocent. They let me go. Because a few years ago, he was on the internet auctioning off the gun to the highest bidder. Whoever wanted to buy the gun that he killed Trayvon with. We need to stop glorifying people who are murderers. And Jennifer Garcia, we're not smiling at you. The same way you wasn't smiling at Gabriel's parents in that courtroom when they killed Gabriel is the same way we're not smiling at you right now. Because you know better. You know, people have 2 faces. It's a face that they want the public to see. That nice, sweet teacher who believes in education, who wanted justice for Gabriel. And then there's another face behind closed doors that the world don't see. And today, you expose your other face that people don't get to see behind closed doors. You just expose the real you. You're racist. And you can't sit there and say, I'm not a racist. Yes, you are. Because anyone who will post on Facebook them with other teachers holding the noose, you're racist. So that means all those tears that you shed on the Gabriel Fernandez trial, and how you were so touched and so deeply moved, and how you will never forget Gabriel, you had my vote when you did that. Like, I felt remorse in my heart for you, because I know you'll never forget Gabriel. But after the stunt you pulled the other day with this noose, I would draw my vote. I hope you lose your job. I hope they don't allow you to teach in the school system anymore. Because people need to be held accountable for the things that they do that's wrong. And I believe that some type of punishment needs to be handed down to you and the rest of your little friends in that picture for holding that noose. I'm not on the side of black people or on the side of white. I'm on the side of what's right. You understand what I'm saying? When I make these videos, I'm on the side of right. And holding a noose, that ain't right. And for me to be black, I'm highly offended. For you to be working in a school where black kids go, I'm scared. I'm scared for those kids. Because you shouldn't be teaching them. Not everyone who has a teaching degree deserves to teach. And you don't deserve to teach along with the rest of those teachers. Now, I don't know the names for the other teachers, but Jennifer Garcia, I know your name. So, I'm done with this video, y'all. I'm out of here. To Gabriel Fernandez, who lost his life, rest in peace. I'm Trey, and I'm out.